Hey guys, welcome to the first Witch Hunter tutorial on video. This is new for me. I'm sure it's new for you if you've been keeping up with my tutorials, which I haven't updated in a while. I'm sorry about that, school just got in the way, but now I'm on summer break, so hopefully we can get some stuff done. This tutorial is going to be romantic comedy, which I realized I had not done yet. Usually that's probably because I'm not very good at them most of the time, but hopefully this one looks pretty good. So let's get started. What we're going to do first is go to File, New, change the width to 800, the height to 600, and make sure it's in pixels and that your color is RGB and your background is transparent. And click OK. Now we got this. So first we're going to click the Fill bucket, which is otherwise under the Gradient tool. And we're going to select a bright pink color. This is the color I'm using. And we're going to fill. Then you double click on your new layer to bring up the layer style panel. And you're going to go to pattern overlay. And this is a pattern I downloaded, but I cannot remember for the life of me where I got it. So just use any pattern if you can. There's plenty on DeviantArt or on Tumblr or wherever you get your resources from. And just make sure the opacity is 7 and the scale is 100. So now that we've got that done, we're going to use the texture that I added at the bottom of this video. So we're going to take that and drag it onto our canvas. And what we're going to do is we're going to get a guide that will help us know where the middle of the canvas is. So to do that, you just go over to your rulers and you click, hold, and drag until it snaps to the middle, which will be 400 pixels. Then we're going to drag until this is even in the middle. And we'll name this layer. To name it, you double click on the name and we'll name it texture. Next, we're going to add our characters, which are Crystal and Sully from FX. You're going to get the Crystal PNG that I've linked below, and then drag it onto the canvas, and set it until it's in the middle. It should be. Yeah, okay. And then we are going to put Sully. Well, actually, first we should name it. Just double click on layer 2 and then name it Crystal. Now we're going to add Sully and just drag her onto the canvas as well. And then drag her layer until it's under the texture layer, which should be above the background, and we'll name it Sully. And make sure to add her on the left side and just put her wherever you want until it kind of looks like she's peeking out of the side. Then we are going to make kind of like a reflection effect on the poster by duplicating Sully's layer. And you can do that by either clicking right click, duplicate layer, or you can do Control J. And that does the same thing, and you just drag the copy over to the side. And to make it look like a reflection, we're going to have to flip it horizontally. So we'll go to Edit, Transform, Flip Horizontal. And then just drag her over until she's about just like the other side. And we can rename this Sully 2. That way you don't get confused. But if you look in the thumbnail, you'll see where they are. Okay, next we are going to create kind of 2 different colored silhouettes behind her. Each Sully. So the first one we're going to click on the left Sully layer and we're going to do a new layer, which is this little foldy thing at the bottom of the layers panel. Then we're going to name this SI1 for silhouette 1 and drag it until it's under the Sully layer. Now we're going to fill this. To do this, we're going to hold down Control and click on the thumbnail of Sully until it selects all of it. I don't know how to do this on without the shortcuts, so if you know, that's great. If you don't, I can't help you because this is how I learned it. Anyways, so now we're going to select the fill bucket and we're going to click a plain white color. F, 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 F. That's the code. And then we're going to click here and it'll fill it, but you can't see it. It's because it's behind her. So do Control D to deselect, select the move tool, and then use the arrow keys to move it over until it's kind of like a shadow in the back, but not really a shadow. Then we're going to do the same steps again, but with a different color. So click New Layer, put it below SI1, name it SI2, Control click Sully, select the paint bucket tool, get a bright yellow color, and then click. Then Control D to deselect, select the move tool, and then arrow keys until you can see it from behind the white. Now we're going to do the exact same thing again for the Sully on the right side, which is Sully 2. So make a new layer, drag it until it's underneath Sully 2, name it SI1 for Silhouette 1. Control click the Sully thumbnail, Sully 2 thumbnail. Select the fill layer, not the fill layer, the fill tool. I'm getting tongue-tied. The plain white color, click, Control D, deselect, move tool, arrow keys until you can see from behind her. Try to make it as even as you can with the other side. That way it's not weird. I don't know how else to describe it. Okay, new layer, because we're going to do yellow now. Name it SI2 for Silhouette 2. Control click the Sully 2 thumbnail. Fill bucket, bright yellow color, click, Control D, move tool, arrow keys. And there we go, we got the background effect good. Now we're going to work on the last thing, which is the title. So to do that, click on the crystal layer so that the text layer will appear on the top of everything. Click the text tool, the type tool I should say, and then drag until a box appears. Then we're going to type let's, because the title of this is, not let's, the title of this is hey. And we're going to highlight it and then make it a white color. And the font size is 90 and the font is Princetown. Now we're going to type our second word, click enter, and then type play girl exclamation point. And right now you can't see anything, but that's because I haven't set up everything. So we're going to click the character panel, and if you don't have that, click window character, and it'll pop up. And we're going to set the leading, which is this, to 64.01. Then we are going to set the, hold on. First make this smaller because the box has not, okay. So make hey 90. Make this 90. Okay. Sorry about that. I feel bad. Okay. Make sure this is 64. The tracking should be -20. That's not the negative sign. -20. And then the horizontal scale should be 108. That way you've got everything perfectly spaced out and whatnot. Now we're going to change the font of Playgirl, so just select from the exclamation point to the P. And then we're going to go select our font, which is Severage Script. And we're also going to highlight it again, and then make it black. And right now you can't see anything, which is why we need to fix that. So get off the type tool, select the move tool, and then move it until it's, I don't know what I was going to say there. until it's in the middle. So then what we're going to do is we're going to add a stroke to the back of this. And you can go to FX on the layer panel and click stroke, or you can double click on the layer. And I've already got mine selected, but just click stroke. Your color is that pink color from the background. Click OK. The opacity is 100 and the size is 10. And then click OK. And now we've got that. But you see, after you do the stroke, you've got these little spaces and crooks in between, and I don't really like that. But if you like that, fine, but I don't. So we're going to click a new layer, drag it underneath the text layer, grab the paintbrush tool, and select any brush you want, but preferably one hard like this and not the really soft ones. And then click the pink color. And we're just going to brush it around until all those little crevices disappear. Yep, that looks good. Okay. And click the move tool. And now you can add your credits, which I'm going to put Witch Hunter because that's what this is. And usually for my credits, I do whatever color will stand out in the background at a really small font, and I think this one already comes with Photoshop, so Orator STD. And then just type your credits. Mine's Witch Hunter Tutorials. And I'll make that a 10-point font. That seems pretty fair. And drag it until it's in the middle. It should be above everything. Okay, in the middle. And just place it there. And ta-da! We're done! I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it was helpful. Hope you learned some stuff. And if not, you just had fun. I don't know, whatever you like to do. And if you could, please, 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 please request for some tutorials. I don't know what you guys want. I don't know what is helpful. I don't know what to do because I keep doing the same stuff over and over. So just whatever you want. Okay, thanks for watching.